Hey guys, Sebastian here with Wall Grace Vintage. Welcome to our gallery. In today's video, we'll be introducing the Fender Player 2 series to the Wall Grace collection. So these guitars are an update on the already famous Fender Player series. We have seen several improvements in the original design that, in our opinion, just take these instruments up a notch from the already popular Fender Player series. So today we'll be talking about the Strats particularly, and let me tell you that these guitars have really taken me by surprise. Honestly, at this price point, I think that these are one of the best entry points for the Fender line of guitars. They feel amazing, the tone is just fantastic, and they're really cool instruments. So let's talk about some of these specs. The most updates here, we see them in the neck. This is a 9.5 radius that kind of like offers an in-between point between a more modern, flatter radius and the 7.25 that traditionally it's associated with Fender. It still feels nice and round, but in the high register, if you bend, the notes are not gonna choke. The profile, it's kind of like this modern synthy profile that feels really good. This is a satin urethane finish, which means that you can fly all over the neck, and you also have jumbo frets. The fretboard comes available in either maple or rosewood, which is one of the upgrades. Before, you had only pau ferro available, which, you know, it's still a great wood for guitars, but rosewood, it's kind of like the preferred one, at least what you see mostly in higher end instruments. And most surprisingly for me, the edges of the fretboard are now rolled. This is something that is a total game changer, I would say, for the way the guitar feels. And it's a feature that you normally see in higher end models such as custom shops and recently in the American line as well. But it just takes this guitar from a good feeling neck to a fantastic, you know, flying guitar. You can really just shred on this thing, no problem, and it feels incredible. The tuners now are called the classic gears. These are basically, they look vintage. They have that classic 60s Fender look. However, they have a more modern gear ratio, which is 18:1, which allows you to really fine tune the tuning and get a more precise intonation. Moving on to the body, this is an alder body finished in urethane. And it's a very balanced body. I love the contours. They're not as sharp. They feel, again, more like what you see in the higher end models. The pickups of this guitar sound really good. These are the Player Series pickups. They're on nickel 5 single coils. And you're gonna notice that they retain kind of like that classic Fender voice, but they have a bit more edge, a bit more spank and in-your-face type of sound. And I think that they're fantastic sounding pickups. As soon as I heard these guitars, I was like, yeah, there's no need to upgrade anything as far as the electronics. These sound great. Then you have a classic Fender 5-way switch here, volume and two-tone. The bridge is a 2-point synchronized tremolo as opposed to the traditional 6 screws, and it's very stable. You know, we've been messing around with it, and so far we've had no intonation problems or detuning issues. It just feels really nice, it's solid. And again, like I said, it's a killer guitar. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. You know, these, again, feel amazing, sound really good, and they have that classic Fender look that you can beat. So for the price, I think this is one of the best options that you can get nowadays in the market. Before we do some playing, let me show you guys the amp that we'll be running it through. This is a Fender Blues Junior. It's a small grab-and-go combo with a 12-inch speaker. It sounds really good. You have plenty of volume for most indoor type of gigs. You also have a master volume, which allows you to get overdrive at whatever volume you need. And then you have a 3-band EQ with reverb, and it just sounds really good paired up with guitars like this. It's just an amazing combination that we would definitely recommend for those people who try to get the most out of their budget. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to pick up any of this gear, the links will be down below in the description. Head over to wallgracevintage.com so you can see all the amazing things that we have in stock. If you guys want to support the channel, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and follow us on Instagram at @wallgracevintage. My name is Sebastian. Until next time.